Many budgets fail, even when spending is reasonable and income is sufficient. The issue isn't overspending, and it isn't discipline. The problem is timing. Most people earn money at one rhythm and spend money at another. Income arrives in chunks, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Expenses, on the other hand, arrive continuously and unevenly.
Rent is monthly. Utilities are variable. Groceries are frequent. Unexpected costs don't follow a schedule at all. Traditional budgets ignore this mismatch. They assume that once money is allocated on paper, timing will take care of itself. In reality, timing is often what breaks the system.
Most budgets are built as monthly snapshots. You list total income for the month, total expenses for the month, savings targets, discretionary limits. On paper, the math works, but decisions aren't made monthly. They're made daily, sometimes hourly. A budget might say, you have $600 for variable spending this month. That doesn't answer the real question. How much can I spend right now, given what hasn't happened yet? When timing is ignored, early month spending crowds out late month obligations. Income that hasn't arrived yet gets mentally spent. The system looks correct, but behaves incorrectly. This creates artificial scarcity at the wrong times and false abundance at others. The core failure: budgeting stock instead of flow. The hidden assumption in most budgets is that money is a stock, a fixed pool that exists once the month starts. In practice, money behaves like a flow. It enters the system at specific moments. It exits the system at different moments. The order matters.
If you budget stock, you're managing totals. If you budget flow, you're managing sequence. This distinction is rarely made, but it changes how decisions should work.
The system shift: flow-based budgeting logic.
A flow-based budgeting system starts with a different question. Instead of asking, how much do I have this month?
Ask, what money is available now, and what must it survive until?
This introduces a new variable, time to next income.
Every spending decision is evaluated against current available cash, mandatory expenses before the next income event, the remaining time window. Money is no longer abstract. It is time-bound.
Core system rule: protect the future first. The system operates on one primary rule: money that must survive future obligations is not available today. This sounds obvious, but most budgets violate it constantly.
In a flow-based system, incoming money is first assigned to obligations that occur before the next income event.
Only the remainder is treated as flexible. Flexible money is consumed gradually over time, not instantly allocated.
This removes the illusion that all monthly income is usable on day one.
Practical application: tool agnostic. This system does not require special software. At a conceptual level, you identify your next income date. You list unavoidable expenses due before that date. You subtract those obligations from current cash. What remains is your current decision space. Spending decisions are constrained by time, not category labels.
If the remaining amount must last 10 days, it behaves differently than if it must last 2.
The system forces spending to slow down automatically when the next income is far away. How this changes decision quality. Flow-based budgeting improves decisions in 3 ways.
It removes future borrowing from the present. You stop spending money that technically exists but isn't usable yet.
It creates natural pacing. Spending spreads out because time is visible, not assumed.
It reduces mid-cycle panic. Late-month stress decreases because obligations were protected early. The system doesn't rely on restraint. It relies on sequence. The common mistake: reintroducing monthly thinking. The most common failure when people try flow-based logic is reverting back to monthly framing. Examples: resetting spending limits on the first of the month, ignoring upcoming bills because they're already budgeted, treating leftover money as free regardless of timing.
This collapses the system back into stock-based thinking.
The fix is simple but strict. All spending must reference the next income event, not the calendar month.
The month becomes irrelevant. Cash flow becomes the organizing principle. Why AI thinks naturally in flow.
If an AI were managing a budget, it wouldn't care about months. It would model cash-in events, cash-out events, probability of variation, survival time of remaining funds. AI systems optimize for continuity, not symmetry.
A flow-based budget mirrors that logic by prioritizing sequence over totals, protecting future constraints automatically, reducing the number of assumptions required.
This is why flow-based systems tend to be more stable under real-world conditions. Short recap. Most budgeting problems aren't about spending too much. They're about spending too early. When income and expenses operate on different timelines, monthly budgets hide risk instead of managing it.
A flow-based system treats money as time-bound, protects future obligations first, and constrains decisions based on sequence rather than categories.
When timing is designed into the system, fewer decisions fail, not because behavior changes, but because the structure does.